Virtus.Pro's turn to pick.
Dusk.
Team Liquid's turn to pick.
Bat Rider!
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Virtus.Pro's turn to
Weaver.
Team Liquid's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team Liquid's turn to pick. Virtus.Pro's turn.
Send.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. You may now select your heroes.
Prepare for a lesson.
Normally.
Let's find out what's going to happen. VP Liquid game 2. A bit of a change. We're getting a Weaver being brought to the main stage here on the final day. And of course, in response, that Naga Siren to end things off for VP. Is this Naga Siren the be-all end-all? Is this the pick that they need to carry them towards the game 3?
Looks like a pretty good Naga Siren game to me. They only really have the AoE coming from the Sand King. That's pretty much it. Right? Weaver has Shikuchi. You can itemize to try to go for it, right? You can go for something like a Maelstrom or into that Mjolnir to be able to deal with those illusions. But yeah, they don't really have a whole lot to deal with that Naga Siren, so it does seem like that last pick really, really strong for them there. But we saw what Liquid was able to last game, for sure. And we've seen them run a similar kind of combo here. They love this Chen-Tusk duo. The potential for those snowball ganks with the creeps is really high, but also what Chen can do. You have this Divine Vape to pull people across the map and make moves very quickly across the map too to respond to. That Spirit Breaker that VP does have. So let's see what it comes down to.
Let's see if they can do it. Of course, VP, once again, trying to make some magic happen with the Ember. It was a hard game for no one in game 1. We'll see if he's able to have a better showing in, not to be put down from that rough ending, and ready to demonstrate what he can achieve on this hero.
Yeah, it definitely was a bit, it was very different to see, because I don't think I've seen a 4-1-4 build Ember Spirit or the Blade Mail Ember in quite a long time. We've been seeing like exclusively the 1-4-4 into Maelstrom. He didn't actually get the chance to be able to do it in that last game. He struggled a lot. So we're imagining Nolan's going to be feeling a lot better coming into this one and seeing how he's going to do it here. In the same matchup though, but he does have, like Kyle mentioned, he has a Spirit Breaker. So he's got this Spirit Breaker to at least to put the pressure on in the mid lane. The last game, Weehab didn't really die much in that early game. He had a free farming, he got that Desolator, he got that Blink Dagger, very good timing. They got that free Rosh. I think this game, VP wants to be a little bit more aggressive on that mid lane, in particular with Solo.
Ramses on the Naga Siren. We saw, last game he did have a fantastic showing on the amount of farm he picked up and his sort of impact in the fights as his Terrorblade. Are we sort of expecting sort of similar timings on a Naga Siren? Like, how different is his game going to be this time?
I think him getting kills is a little bit more difficult, although he does have the Shadow Demon, which is one of the stronger kill heroes. Actually, he'll probably have the similar item times. He's going to go for the Manta and the Diffusal. The Manta will probably come like that 14-15 minute mark, just like that Terrorblade. But maybe he won't have Treads and Quad Wraith Band on top of it with the Manta at 14. He might be a little bit slower.
See down bottom, Miracle. Able to bring Pasha down pretty low. Solo's going to be starting off here by Pasha's side. And
important that Solo has, you look at his inventory, he had a Sentry Ward. You have this Sentry Ward in lane versus Weaver, so every time he Shikuchis, he's actually not free at all. You hit him every single time he does go for those under the wave.
Yeah, and it's this incredibly squishy hero.
Yeah.
Especially if you get a few stacks on him, as you say, that will really sort of put Miracle off going for the aggressive Shikuchis, as he's just going to take way more damage back in return for trying for them. He will now go early, looking towards Pasha. Solo as well now being the focus as GH does run him down. Obviously once the Geminate's there in the tag team as well, there'll be a lot of extra damage to offer between the two of them when they have a few levels. But as we can see, anytime the Napalm does stack up, Miracle does have to be wary with Solo around with the Sentry.
So the other big difference this game too is why I feel like Ramsey's going to be slowed down a bit is Mind Control can actually play the lane. The last game, Mind Control just got completely destroyed by Roger in that laning phase. This time, he has a Chen backing him up, so that extra heal that's going to be coming out constantly from that Divine Favor, extra regen, and just the Chen being there once he gets creeps, will definitely get Mind Control a better start in this one.
Roger trying to do his best, find the angle to get those poisons stacked up. Sticks are out for Liquid, they are prepared to roll up the charges and have that sustain.
Sticks on both sides, right? Your Versa Weaver on one side, and a Bat Rider, and then also your Versa Shadow Demon. So just, those side lanes are going to have plenty of Magic 6 charges.
Gotta watch out if there's any sort of aggressive plays, any sort of dives, as turnarounds can easily be pulled off.
Solo actually just gets forced to TP to base. He has an aggressive charge. They throw the Swarm on him with Tag Team. He actually has to turn and just get out of there. But he's a Spirit Breaker, so he can charge and decide which lane he wants to make a play on. And looks like mid lane, no one. In those first 3-4 levels, Ember Spirit keeps TA quite low.
He's come back ferociously in this game too, with a strong start to lane, having that slight lead.
He doesn't have the Flame Guard up though, so this kill is going to be pretty difficult, but put some pressure maybe just by Solo.
Try and get Weehar off at least a wave, so no one can have a bit of an easier time getting the denies, but It seems even, yeah, with the charge in Weeha, that extra damage from Refraction, allowing him to stay very close to the farm with no one. And we'll see what sort of a build no one gets away with. As we said, you know, the Blade Mail, obviously not the build he probably plans to do like he did last game. Yeah, maybe he'll be forced into that sort of situation, but ideally he wants to have something a little more offensive. As we said, you know, the Blade Mail, obviously not the build he probably plans to do like he did last game. Yeah. Miracle still sitting on the 6-1 charges, and Matri regen prepared. 4 Tango still ready for these fights and ready to be able to keep himself in a position where they can try and contest here for the 5-minute rune. GH and Miracle holding their ground. Solo will charge forward. Then Snowball held by GH will be able to disable him long enough to allow GH to grab the bounty rune himself.
They're getting all 4.
All of them.
Kuroki, they cannot deal with Chen. They cannot deal with these Chen creeps. With the Alpha Wolf, with that Centaur Conqueror, he has way too much damage.
They're trying to chase GH. He's got 1 charges and a Fairy Fire if he wants to pop them. There's the 1.
The bash.
He won't get the fire out though. As Miracle will turn, get himself over towards the shrine. He'll start to now turn. The bug is there on Pasha, bringing that armor down low. As Miracle, Chikuchi's in. Another charge back for Solo, keeps him away, but he's got the high ground vision. Miracle finishes off Pasha, and Solo has to immediately TP out. GH, will he be in time? Will not quite be able to get the snowball forward. So
top though, look at Ramses.
Escapes.
He will be okay.
And a totally sort of different start for Liquid, having these strong side lanes. Mind control, top net worth. It's a night and day difference to the beginning he had in game 1.
Yeah, and I thought perhaps maybe with the Shadow Demon for that top lane for VP, he'd be able to try to zone out the Shadow Demon, maybe even stack.
Dire's
Oh,
top
the
tower
3
has been
lanes. I
destroyed.
believe, was it